what else should we know? And what else would you like to share with our audience?
I think you wanted to talk about marijuana.
Oh, I forgot about, because I'm stoned out of my mind, and I forgot what I wanted to talk about. See, because when you get high, you just like you fly around, and no, I'm only kidding. I'm a very controlled marijuana smoker, and I don't even smoke anymore. I do take an edible, and I'll take the edible now, and I hardly take it. But my buddy is like the number 7 in California making edibles. He makes the #1 peanut butter cup. He is ranked #1 peanut butter cup.
Wow.
Josh, and Emerald Sky is his company. He's a chocolatier. He's a candy maker for way, way, way back. I'll tell you right now, this is magnificent piece of, without any marijuana. But in any case, so yeah, let's talk about marijuana. Thanks for reminding me. And I'm not stoned right now.
So here in New York, they had,
but it's legal now. It's legal. It's kind of a weird commentary because you started in college. Now 40 years later, I think in New York, they're gonna, maybe next week it'll be legal. Yeah. So it's almost like a different mindset now. Sorry.
It is. No, you're fine. So a couple of years ago, when they legalized the medical marijuana here, that was a really big change for me because I had never used marijuana my entire life, never tried it, but I had severe pain for years. I did not want to take pain medications. My doctors really didn't want to add that to my other list of medications, which I was fine with, but I really suffered for a long time. I mean, I've tried everything: acupuncture, chiropractic, massage, heat pads, infrared spas. Like, I've tried everything. I do take CBD, which helps some, and obviously over-the-counter pain meds. But I finally, my doctor finally talked me into go and talk to them about the medical marijuana, and I did. And the interesting thing here, when you go to a medical marijuana dispensary in New York, is you sit down with pharmacists and they go through your medical history and they tell you sort of what levels you're eligible for. Like, they have all different, ranges, where, someone in my family who had like end stage metastatic cancer was eligible for the highest level, obviously, because the pain was incredible. So I was sort of in the midway point, and then they give you these options. Do you want it in a tablet? Do you want it in a pill? Do you want it in oil? Do you want it in a vape? So this was like a whole new world for me. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So I chose the vape, and to be honest with you, it takes the pain away within 5 to 10 minutes. Like, I can't, it upsets me that I suffered for so long because it wasn't available, at least in the medical marijuana space. But once it was, it really like changed, and I was able to do so much more and be much more physically active and just enjoy my day more because I wasn't in such horrific pain.
Well, congratulations. That's marvelous. I will have to say, just because of it, I don't know if it's obviously it's not so anymore, but there was some like 2 years ago or so when the vapes started to become more prominent, more out there. There was some concern with vapes, and I think what they ended up saying, it was something with vitamin E. There was some factor in vapes that did and I have a buddy who had a problem with the vape, so I don't know. I tried the vapes from LA or wherever I was, down in Venice Beach or whatever. I bought one, and I thought they were good, and then I heard that they weren't so good. But for you, I mean, it's just what it is. Some people. I mean, I was buying marijuana from the same person for 30 some odd years, okay? And so we had just old regular weed, and now they have like all sophisticated named weed and this weed and that weed. It's like they take out like you said, you're going to sit there, let's discuss the different kinds of potency, I guess.
Right.
So now, is that still helpful for you?
Yeah, it's, I don't have to use it a lot. Luckily, there are some people that have lupus and other chronic illnesses where this is every single day they're in horrific pain. But when I get to that point when I need it, I know that literally it's within minutes that I'll get relief, which is amazing. And it doesn't, it doesn't inhibit me from doing other things. Like I can usually do things better because I'm not in horrific pain. If I want to paint, if I want to cook, if I want to go out, you know, it helps.
Okay. Does it help you just because I have smoked a lot over the years, not even a lot though. I'm good for like two hits of a joint. If that, you know, that's all over the
Yeah.
years. That's enough for me. I never smoke a whole joint. I mean, maybe I did in college. I can't even remember, but I don't think, yeah, I probably did in college. I can't, who can remember? That's like a long time ago. But, you know, later on, last maybe 25, and then I don't have to smoke for months and months and months, a year, half a
Right.
year. And for me, I'm not addicted. What I want to try to say here is drugs can be addictive, and marijuana can be addictive to somebody who has, you know, addictive personality. So and I've done many stories with the drug czars of this country, you know, overseeing and them telling me one of the main reasons not to, since we are talking some marijuana talk here, is for young people who their scientific research said that the brain, our brains, which I worked on the brain series, is not formulated fully
Right.
until you're 18, 20, 21. That's one of the concerns for young people to get high.
Absolutely.
That's what medically the Surgeon General who I spoke to, I've talked to a few of them over the years, 20 years plus. So that's, I want to like to mention that I've heard that.
Yeah. And, you know, like, I think it's different for everyone. Again, we know that marijuana and speaking with younger people and their brain isn't fully developed, that's like a whole separate issue. And I completely agree with it, right? Because you don't want to stunt or prevent, you know, something that could be amazing, a human fully developing to their greatest potential because you're, you know, using a drug that prevents this from happening, right? But I think, you know, in my late 30s, just saying there's got to be something else that can help me. And my team of doctors finally saying, you know, let's try this option before we start giving you Percocet or oxycodone and things that are also super addictive. And how many people, you know, die every year from prescription opioid drug overdoses and things like that. So, and plus people with lupus and chronic illness are typically on a large, hefty regimen of medication. So I was not excited to add yet another pill. Especially, you know, I think with a lot of that medication, just from people I know that take it, it slows you down, it makes you tired. It, you know, it causes so many other things. I definitely don't need any more fatigue in my life. So it was a good option for me, but it wasn't something that I just flippantly did. You know, I did a lot of research and I was very conservative when I first tried it because I didn't know how it would work or what it would feel like.
Got it. All right, this is what we're going to do. Actually, I'm going to break this into two interviews since you so kindly, my co-host, reminded me that we're going to talk about marijuana. So I'm going to cut that part off because that's, I think, a good part just for people. So I'm going to make part one and part two for this interview. And then I'm going to ask you, though, my normal one other question, and then we can talk again at another time. And congratulations again with the book. Let me see that book again. You don't by chance have it available, do you? There. Oh, look at that. Okay. Fabulous. That's a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous book.
Thank you.
It's a fabulous cover.
Thank you.
That's a good and you wore a good color blouse, and it's like a Frida blouse. Frida.
Yes,
Frida,
that's
Frida.
exactly.
Isn't it?
That's the blouse I wear when I'm her for Halloween. You're very good.
Wow, look at that. Should I get my Bill Clinton mask? That's what I wear. All right, it's all good. So my other last question, since we do the World Peace Day concerts, and I've asked many people what makes them peaceful. What's peacefulness? What's peace for you? Marisa, what's peace for you?
Peace for me is, I think, being surrounded by people that I really love and I enjoy their company, wanting to help people, and also taking some time for myself in a really crazy, busy world.
There you go. That's Marisa. All right. LupusChick.com. Is that right?
That's right.
All righty. Congratulations and thank you for
Thank
doing the
you.
work you're doing. This is very important work, especially at a time like this when this COVID concern is in the same ballgame of problems. So these are things that really, the more we can figure out how to deal with them in a good way and a united way, it's a great thing. So congratulations to you.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay, take care.
Take care.